Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. It has been a very long time since I've sat down and made a video like this, especially by myself, but I'm really excited to be doing an ideas video for you guys. This one is going to be 25 things you can make with chunky yarn. So that's going to be like, not necessarily like blanket yarn or like chenille yarn, but like more so chunky acrylic, like weight 5, weight 6, and like wool and stuff. So most of the ideas are about that kind of thing, and I know I have a lot of this stuff and it's kind of hard to use up sometimes, but there is a lot of good ideas and I put them on this board. So if you want to pin any of these ideas or save them, they will all be linked in the Pinterest board down below. And just wanted to say sorry about the lighting. For some reason it's really sunny, but I can't get it to not look dark, and also the background noise, my driver's on. But yeah, I am just going to get right into the 25 ideas. Okay, so this first one is so cute, and it's crocheting a sweater for your stuffed animal. Fiona has actually done this before, my sister, and I think I also put this on the plushies to make with acrylic yarn video. That's like the only similar video I've kind of done to this one. Obviously that's not a plushie, but like it's for your plushie, you know? I think this is so cute, and you can definitely use a chunkier yarn for this. It will look super cute and whip up very quickly. And yeah, I just love this idea. I gotta do it for one of my stuffed animals, but honestly, I don't really have stuffed animals, like especially ones that you could do something like this to, so I need to get one. But I love this idea. The next one is going to be crocheting a earring holder. So this is like one of the ones that hangs on the wall, and we actually used to have a tutorial on the channel for one of these, but if you guys haven't noticed, Fiona did take down all of her videos, so unfortunately it's not up anymore. But I would love to create my own version of something like this as well, because I think it's so cute and it's very my vibe as well, and I would love to use a chunkier yarn for it because it just makes them whip up even faster, and I think it's just the perfect use for that kind of yarn. So that is this idea, and let me know if you want a tutorial. The next one is going to be this cup cozy, and it's like a warm drink cup cozy, but you could also do a cold one. Usually I prefer using cotton for like cold drinks though, because of the condensation, so it might be best to do a warm drink thing for this, but do whatever you want. And I love that this one has a little thumb strap, and the stitch on here is really cute too. So I thought this one was so cute, and a chunkier yarn will probably be like even better to make these with because it's like thicker, it'll keep it warmer, and it'll work up really quickly. Next up is these super cute like puff stitch, bobble stitch type bags. I talked about these on my winter accessories video, and I absolutely love making that video, so make sure to watch it if you haven't already. But these bags I thought were just perfect for a chunkier yarn, and I think these bags really speak to me for winter as well, like I mentioned in that other video, because they're so chunky and I love to use chunky yarn specifically in the winter. So yeah, I thought these were so cute. And then the next idea is just a ribbed hat. I absolutely love this yarn blend that the person in this pin used. I really want to buy it. I think I know what it is. So I definitely have that on my list, and I would love to make a hat with it because I think it's so cute. And it's just like a ribbed beanie. These are super easy and quick to make. I've made a million of them, and I thought it was just such a good idea to use chunky yarn with. I know I've definitely used chunky yarn to make these before, so yeah. Next up we have a few more accessory type things. So the first one is going to be these mittens, and I love these ones because they almost look like they're knit. It's really cool, and they are using a super chunky yarn. It also says they only take 3 hours to make, and they have a free pattern and a tutorial, so that's amazing. We love that. I really have wanted to crochet mittens this year, but at this point I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this year, just because I hope winter is almost over. But knowing Canada, it might be like 2-3 more months. Anyway, I thought these were so cute, and I definitely wanted to include them. The next one on here is going to be this neck warmer type thing, or like a scarf that just goes around your neck once. I actually really want to make this because my biggest issue with like walking to class and stuff is that my face gets very cold and I have like nothing to protect it, so it's pretty bad. And I really want to make one of these. Again, I might not do it this winter, but maybe I will because I still have a lot of walks ahead of me, and I think it's just so cute and it would work up really quickly with a chunky yarn. So I definitely thought I would include this one as well. And then these are the more of like an accessory. They don't have to be used just for winter, and they're like these hand warmers slash fingerless gloves. I thought these were so cute. I love the color of them, and this pin in general is just so aesthetic, and I think that these would work out perfectly with a chunkier yarn, so I definitely wanted to include these ones as well. Okay, the next one is going to be this super simple but cute bag. I think it's like more of a purse type bag with like a shorter strap, and I actually did just make a purse for the first time, kind of, and it's so cute. You guys will see it in an upcoming vlog, but I thought this one was perfect to do with a chunkier yarn. I think the yarn that they used in this is like a t-shirt type yarn maybe, but if you want to just use like a regular chunkier yarn, I think that would be perfect. And I love how simple it is, but it's so cute. And honestly, I'd probably add like some buttons or charms to this too, just to like take it to the next level. But yeah, I love it. Okay, and the next one is going to be this chunky crocheted basket. I really like crocheting baskets, and this one really caught my eye. I love the stitch on it, and I would love to try making it. And I think it would be perfect for chunky yarn, and it would also help with like stability and stuff. I made a few baskets with like a weight for acrylic, and they're definitely not the most sturdy. They work for what I use them for, and I love them, but I definitely need to make baskets using a chunkier yarn because it really helps with the structure of them. And this one also says it has a free pattern and video, so that is perfect. The next one is actually going to be my pin, and it's one that I made a long time ago, and it is a chunky loaf cat. So loaf cats are actually something that I have made a lot with just a chunky acrylic yarn, and this one is one of them. I think they're so cute, and I don't know, I think I started doing this mostly because I didn't have access to like realistic cat colors using like a fluffier blanket or chenille yarn, so I decided to use this, and I think it is a really good use for it, and it's so cute. So I continue to make them using this, and I absolutely love them. Next up, we have this crocheted headband, and this one says it only takes 25 minutes and there's a free pattern, so that's amazing. Headbands always remind me of when I first started crocheting, like when I was like 11 years old, because it's the first thing that like me and my friends were learning how to crochet. But yeah, a chunkier yarn is definitely really good for these. It makes it work up a lot quicker, and it's just very warm and thick, and I love them. So I would definitely recommend using chunky yarn to make headbands. Next up, we have this Kindle sleeve, but it could also be just a book sleeve or iPad sleeve. I really like this one again because it kind of looks knitted. It's not like I like when crochet doesn't look like crochet. I'm not one of those people. I like when crochet does look like crochet, but I do think it's really cool, and I like the stitch on it. I also love the colors. I think it's so cute, and a chunkier yarn would definitely make these even more protective, and I think it's just a perfect use for it. Next up, we have a few seasonal items. So the first one is going to be these snowmen. This is also my pin, and these are the Clyde and Clara snowmen from Cameron's Cute Creations. I absolutely love this pattern, and it uses a pretty chunky yarn and like a 9mm hook. It's the Wool Ease Thick and Quick yarn, I think, and I absolutely love making these. I think they are so perfect in this yarn, and I could not mention them because I absolutely love them. Next up, we have another seasonal item. So it is going to be these pumpkins. So I have definitely used a thicker like acrylic for making pumpkins, and I absolutely love the way they turn out. You can do really simple ones like this, which is literally just like a rectangle with ribbing, and then you cinch the bottom and the top to make a pumpkin. Or you can do like bobble stitches in it. I've done those. I've also made like a Minnie Mouse one. I think they're so cute, and it's definitely one of my favorite uses for this type of yarn, so I thought I'd definitely include it. And then another seasonal one is these bobble stitch Christmas trees. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I make a lot of these during Christmas time. I absolutely love them. And recently I have been making them with more of a weight for thinner acrylic, but I actually kind of prefer the way they look in the chunky yarn, like they are intended to be made in. As you can see in the image, like there's a lot less bobble stitches than on my trees. And I have made them in chunkier yarn, but just what I had here while I was making them was like the thinner one, so anything works for these, but I really like the way they look in chunky yarn, and they whip up a lot faster in chunky yarn. Okay, the next one reminds me of my mom, and it is these thermal stitch crocheted pot holders. This one has a free pattern, but I definitely know there's also YouTube tutorials because my mom watches one every single time she makes these. And my mom actually does crochet. A lot of people think she taught us how to crochet, and she did, but she didn't. She learned at the same time as us, so she kind of helped us out, but we kind of helped her out too, and we definitely help her out a lot now because she kind of crochets on and off throughout the years. But this is her favorite thing to crochet, and she literally makes these only. Like, she just makes these one after the other, and then she just gives them to people or keeps them. And yeah, I absolutely love them, and the thermal stitch is really fun, so if you haven't tried it yet, I do recommend. I recently used it for my bag strap of my purse that you guys will be seeing, and it's super sturdy and thick, so it's really great. And these work up even thicker and perfect with chunky yarn, so I highly recommend trying out something like this. Next up, we have these crocheted slipper socks. I love this type of slipper, and I think this yarn is so cute. I know what yarn this is again, and it also says that this has a free pattern and video tutorial. I think these would whip up pretty quickly, and I've made a lot of slippers with chunkier yarn, so it's definitely a perfect use for it, and I absolutely love these. Next up, we have these kitchen towel holder things. I think these are so cute. They've been on my list to make for a long time, as you guys probably know, and I think it would work really well to use chunky yarn for these. I don't know, maybe a cotton yarn would work a little better because they might get wet, but it doesn't really matter. So I think a thicker yarn would make these whip up so quickly, and they would be nice and sturdy, and I think it would work perfectly. So I definitely wanted to include these as like a super quick but useful thing. Next up, a couple wearables. So first we have this chunky oversized cardigan. I really like this, and I would love to make something like it. I don't use chunky yarn a lot to make wearables, but I've definitely done a few things. I have done a cardigan, and I've done a sweater recently that is in my sweater vlog that I uploaded recently. That was a bit of a fail, but yeah, I made a few with this yarn, and I really like to use it for sweaters because they whip up a lot quicker and they're super warm, so love that. And then I have this sweater next. This one is like probably treble crochets, I'm assuming, and I really like how it's like oversized but it's still cropped. It looks super simple to make, but I really like the way it looks, and I've definitely saved this one a lot before, so I probably should make it soon. And I'll definitely be using a chunkier yarn to make it because I think it looks perfect using that. And then one more like sweater wearable type thing is this sweater with a hood, like a hoodie type thing. I actually have crocheted this before. I'm assuming I made a vlog for it. I definitely did, I think. But I'm actually going to be trying to remake this, probably using a different yarn, because my mom actually wants to use the yarn for more trivets, and it actually looks so cute in that color, so I definitely want to give her some more of that yarn. And I was not super happy with the way this turned out, but since making it, the person who made the tutorial actually made an updated tutorial, and the tutorial was quite difficult to follow and hard to get it right. So I definitely look forward to trying the updated tutorial because I'm sure it's a lot better and I would be able to make it better now. So I think I would absolutely love to try it again, and I really like this sweater. Okay, and then the last few things we have. First, this scarf. I really like this scarf. I actually like kind of haven't made a scarf before. When I was younger, I would do a lot of like cowl type scarves or neck warmers, but I never did like a big scarf, and I really like this one. It's super simple but super cute, and you could definitely use a chunkier yarn for it. Actually, I'm currently crocheting a scarf as well, and I'm obsessed with it. I can't wait to show you guys, but I ran out of yarn, so I'm going shopping in a couple days for some more, and I actually cannot wait to show you guys because I'm so excited. But definitely use chunkier yarn for scarves because it'll just make it super warm and it'll work up a lot quicker as well. Next up, we have this granny stitch basket. I have made a lot of these before. This is the one I was talking about, how I make it in a thinner yarn, but a thicker yarn is what you're supposed to use, and I definitely want to try it using a thicker yarn because I think it would be a lot more structurally sound and so cute. I absolutely love these baskets, and I definitely want to make more. I also have put them on my market prep list because I already am starting to market prep for my marquees in the summer, but I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to continue making these and definitely try using a thicker yarn. And then we have one more thing on the board, and this one is going to be trinket trays. I have talked about trinket trays a lot on this channel. I think it's such a useful and cute way to use crochet, but I think they used like the t-shirt yarn again for this, so that would definitely work, but any like regular chunky acrylic or wool will work. And yeah, it helps with the structure of these, but it also makes them whip up so quickly, so I thought that was a perfect final one to share with you guys. But yeah, that is going to be it for the 25 things you can make with chunky yarn. I really hope you guys got some inspiration. I was planning on posting this one a little bit sooner so that you could have more of those winter vibes when you're making these things, and I hope you still have time, because I definitely do with the state of the outside right now. It's definitely still winter, and it probably will be for a long time for me, but even if it's not winter where you live or cold where you live, a lot of these ideas will still be perfect for you. So I really hope you enjoyed them. Let me know if you're gonna make any of the things or which idea was your favorite, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos like this one. I know there has been a few changes here on the channel, and I haven't done the greatest job of addressing them, but I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes work, and I'm so excited to continue crocheting with you guys and to see where this channel is going to be headed. So yeah, expect a lot more videos from me coming very soon, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!